Guess who's back? Back again. Mikey's back.
Tell a friend.
Hey everybody, here we are with another video for you guys today, and today we're going to be looking at our Lion Castle that we have mocked into a big Camelot fortress in our medieval layout. But before we go any further, let me just say, if you like this video, any of the videos on the channel, please
like, comment, and subscribe.
And let's check out our Lion King's Castle that I've mocked into Camelot Castle after the intro coming in
now.
There's a bit of controversy in regards to this castle.
Camelot. It's only a model.
And here we take a look at our 90th anniversary Lion Knights Castle that I have affectionately renamed as Camelot. Well, the whole medieval layout is going to be Camelot, but this is Camelot Castle, and it has the Kingdom's Joust set out in front, operating as like a gatehouse. And then I got the Red Lion Knights, the Red King's Castle, I should say, over on the right side, as you can see there. And I've made a complete fortress here, and there's a moat going around it. And it was important for me to make this castle like a proper, true castle. And it is very defensible. It would be very hard to have someone conquer it. And here is a little bit of a, more of a roadside view of it. And then here is looking over at the moat that is going around. And as you can see, I got the wolf pack hiding out in there. And then here is the front guard at the front gate. And there's the princess. She's right here there in her tower. And it is heavily guarded, heavily fortified. Like I said, it will be no easy task for anybody to conquer this castle. It is very, very heavily fortified. And like I said, that was important for me to do that. And you can see there's a little crocodile down there in the moat. Had to have the moat be dangerous as well. And the original queen that came with this castle, I have her over in this fortress, and I have renamed her as Joan of Arc, and she is kind of in charge of this fortress, defending the, from the outside forces coming in. And there's a little look at the wolf pack that I got down in there. And the reason I got him down there is because there is a prisoner in the wolf pack prisoner in the jail. And here is this side, the ocean view of the castle. And like I said, I wanted it to be very heavily fortified and hard to conquer. And as we take a look through here at the path, let me just say that due to the angles on this castle, making a proper path, proved to be extremely difficult for me. And the missus actually came in and basically changed the entire thing. So what you're seeing right in front of you is no longer the way it is. I mean, the basic castle is, but the actual moat and everything, she changed. And like I said, this is Joan of Arc's fortress that is kind of keeping defense over the western front, where the rest of the castle factions are located. And then here's this one little spot where can be creeped in through the water, and I got a wolf pack guard already breaking into the castle, and then there's another one in the boat. And then as for the castle itself, It's mostly as is with a couple of minor changes. One of my biggest complaints of this castle didn't come with a proper throne room. Now, it came with a crapper, which I don't know if that was some kind of subtle joke about that being the throne room, but so I had to make a throne room for the king because this is King Arthur and he needed a throne. And like I said, there's a wolf pack soldier down in there in the prison, but you can't really see him, and the other wolf packs are trying to break him out. And I'll open this up and show you guys in here. And not much going on over on this side over here. But over to the left of it, I have down at the bottom there is the baker. He's cook, and then I have the queen and the lady in waiting, and there's the prince. And of course, that is Queen Guinevere, because, I'm basing all of this off of, King Arthur tales. And then there's Merlin the wizard. He's one of my blue wizards. Every one of my factions has a wizard now, which is pretty cool. And then here is what the missus did. And this is actually how it looks now. And as we go through it, I want everyone to either put an MJ in the chat or a JJ in the chat if you think whose is better. As you can see, she put a base plate underneath it, and that really helps solve the angles issues that I was having, and if I'm honest, I think hers did end up better. But I have to give her some grief, and so go ahead and vote for me down in the chat. One issue that it doesn't open and close quite as good as my original one did. It kind of gets stuck on these base plates right here, so you got to kind of push it down. So that's definitely 1 point for my original design being superior, but that might be the only point. And she got the moat coming down here, and I have a little lion's pen because each faction has to have an animal, and these are of course the Red Lion Knights, and so that's the animal that they have. And then right here, you can still see the wolf pack guy. He's creeping in on his little boat, and everything else is pretty much the same. She just she cleaned it up and made it look a lot better. She said my original design looked like a 5-year-old built it.
I said 4.
She said 4. She said so. 4-year-old built it. So even a 5-year-old she says has superior building skills. So what can you do? And then again, here is the Western fortress with Joan of Arc, commanding this fortress and keeping all the rest of the other factions at bay. And she actually installed a ladder and some stairs to get up to these little spots, which I didn't do, and that was pretty good thinking on her part, I gotta say. And then here is back to my original design, because I just kind of mixed the footage of the two together, because I already had it, a bunch of it already filmed, and then she came in and said, "What is this nonsense? This cannot pass. I gotta fix this." But anyways, I'm super happy with the way Camelot is turning out. I love the how big this castle is and how fortified it is, and the fact that it's a proper castle. Thanks, everyone.
Knights, I bid you welcome to your new home. Let us ride to Camelot.
So Thunderlager's voting for JJ, but he says, do you think it might be better to abandon the moat and just do paving on gray like the path leading up?
I want the moat. I do think it would be easier. Absolutely. It would definitely be easier just to do a little pathway, but I like the moat. I want the water. I want the water all the way around it, and it's on the blue felt, and so the water's on. It's just it makes it more of a stronghold.
We a friend of the channel. We haven't talked to him lately. His name is Sir Legolot. We had him back on our show. I think it was like episode 3. We had a fantastic interview, and he knows more about real castles than anybody I've ever talked to. And he gave us a good history lesson on what a castle should be, and that was what I tried to accomplish with ours as much as possible. Now, like the front gatehouse where the Kingdom's Joust set is, if it was to be completely accurate, there would be a gate there that came down. But I used the bridge and put it over water, and my theory is if the castle was being attacked,
we could blow up the bridge.
They'd burn the bridge down,
Mm-hmm.
and so with all the water around it, it would be super challenging for somebody to conquer that castle. Dare I say, inconquerable. The only way that I think it could be conquered is that some of the factions have dragons, and so they can fly.
Fly right in there.
But
I originally wanted to raise it up, but again, with the angles of that set, it's just not an option to put it up higher. So I really wanted it on a mountain with the water around it. That's the original idea I had, but that was before I saw how different and difficult the angles are on it. And I couldn't figure it out. And he was sick of waiting for me. So maybe someday I'll figure it out.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's still a dream of mine.
Because the Lion Knight's Castle, the new set, that's actually just basically the keep. Because that's, something that proper castles would have. You'd have a keep, and then you'd have all the walls fortifying it. And so that's why I wanted to use the Red King's Castle. That's you see over on the side, that is like the fortress that's defending against invaders that come in the other way, and then on the other side you have water.
The water.
So it's and that'd be more historically accurate for a lot of castles for the time as well.
At least that's what
Sir Legolas, because they would absolutely use water and stuff as to make it harder to conquer.
Hey, thanks for watching. And don't forget, we got merch store. If you want to take a little piece of the show with you, you can get it right here. We got everything. You want some Mikey J stuff? We got the Mikey J Productions for you. So take a chance and stop by. We'll take care of you.